Welcome to today's very special video. I have been thinking about makeup I think about makeup a lot of times, but I have been thinking of makeup that even though you do not maybe see this constantly used by me, or you do not hear me talking about this a lot, or I basically never mentioned it again. Something like that. Maybe it's not even ranked up very high in any type of ranking. This is makeup that has a somewhat special place in my heart. And I don't want to say that I will never ever declutter this. Maybe I do. Right now, right now, I would say I never declutter these. But my opinion can change. But what I don't think will change is the fact that this is makeup that has earned a special emotional bond with me. And this might also not be Holy Grail, but it is something that either had a big effect on me in my life, on the way I feel, the way I am, the person who I am trying to be, or just gave me sort of a confidence boost, gave me a special feeling, or just was at my side in a very weird time. I know that sounds super dramatic, but that is what it is. But before we do that, always lip of today, I am wearing the Moisture Glow in I think this is a new shade, but I could be wrong. This is Pomegranate Glow from Makeup by Mario. This is actually my first time using one of his Moisture Glows, and first of all, they tingle, and second of all, I'm a bit confused. Are they supposed to go into the fine lines of your lips? Because they do a bit, but they feel nice and not as heavy as some other of these lip balmy melting type lip products. And out of complete coincidence, I thought of actually 10 products, and we're starting at number 10. By the way, these are by no means ranked. It's just some kind of order. And the first one is actually the Made by Mitchell Curve Case Collective. First of all, this fucking item that I paid around €65 for, this brought me such a, I don't know, like a hit presence in social media. It is insane. My TikTok views, they were higher than ever because of this. People were commenting, "Oh my God, you are the only person who talks about this." People were starting to follow me. I was discovered by others, and it is still a mystery why I am not on Made by Mitchell's PR list. We always do that joke here, but not only that, when we look at my social media presence, this makeup item, this one, made me fall in love so hard and heavy with Made by Mitchell. I liked his products before that too, but this palette that I bought half awake at 3 AM in the night, this changed my view on the brand, and I love everything that I've tried so far from Made by Mitchell. And also, Made by Mitchell is probably the brand that is sold the most throughout my affiliate links, because I know that it is me, that I am the one who just influenced y'all how good this brand is. And I just want to highlight one compliment that I earned thanks to this palette. There is a lovely follower, and I know that you are watching the video, and I'm pretty sure you know that I mean you, who said she chose this Made by Mitchell palette over a Chanel blush. Is that not proof enough how good this is? I don't think anything can prove this more than this compliment. At number 9, I put the 2 palettes that brought me into the indie community, that got my attention, that basically took me out of the mainstream market and told me, hey, you should look at indie brands. I am talking about the OG Odens Eye Christmas palettes. The Merry Christmas palette is a beautiful, classic red and green Christmas themed palette with amazing quality. But the one that really is the star of this collection is Christmas Eve. Many brands try to do this, but honestly, Odens Eye just captured a so special vibe in this palette. No one was doing it right. No one was able to replicate that. These two palettes have such a special place in my heart, and when they were relaunched last year, I was very, very mad actually, because personally, I'm one of those people. When a brand says it's limited, then it's limited. Period. No need to bring that shit back 1 year later and then just cash grab the shit out of your audience. But they brought it back, and I understand why they did, because the other two Christmas palettes, the Snowman and Hey Reindeer, they were just bullshit. Nothing will ever be as exciting from Odens Eye in general than these two palettes. And yes, these were the reasons I got into the indie community. The next item is very, very special to me, and the reason why this is so special is because these two items, they kind of are together here. These are the reason why I started to explore myself. The moment I stepped out of my comfort zone, the moment I just sat here and I watched these being used on a TV show, I think you already know what it is, that was the moment where I was like, I want to do that too. I wanna fuck it. I wanna screw it. I wanna be the bad bitch that I am. I am talking about the Lemhonhead LA space cases. The first case that I bought was the mini one. And I think y'all know, if you were alive in 2021 or 2020, I think 2021, when the first season of Euphoria dropped. Oh, by the way, filming for season 3 starts in January 2025. I shed my pants. I pooed a blob of Houdini glitter in my pants out of excitement. Oh my, you know what I mean. But Houdini, that shade that is nearly empty here in this one, this was used by the makeup artist Donnie Davy on Zendaya to create her glitter tears on the face for the series finale, or for the season finale, not the series. Oh, and every single look in that first season was done with somewhat of these glitters. And when I got this, I tried it, I fell in love. I started to use glitter on a daily basis in the office, like, who the fuck am I? And then I, of course, had to grab the big pro case. This comes with a lot of fun glitters too. I have to admit, the more colored glitters, I do not use that often. I do use them, I like them, but these transparent glitters, special place in my heart. Special place in my heart, very, very unique. And I will do everything to keep them alive, because these glitters, they will dry out, but you can bring them back to life with mixing potions. The next item is, I'm gonna show you. This is the reason why this year in 2024, I started to explore Asian beauty. This went viral on TikTok because of Ghoul in Japan. When she showed this palette, I showed my husband, and even he looked at it and was like, what the kind of weapon is this? This is amazing. Can you buy this? And I did. I thought about this for a couple of days, went back and forth on the website. I thought really hard, do I really want to invest that money? Because it's fucking expensive. I think the full price is like 200 or 250 euro. I ended up paying 150, but still fucking expensive. But beautiful. Oh boy, oh boy. What a palette, what a work of art, what a work of expression. This was the reason why I entered the Asian beauty community. This was the door opener for me to explore great brands. Like that one, the Dragon palette is from the brand Cheeryep. I think they're now called Cheeryep. I know I say that the whole time. But originally they were spelled Qianyan. And now they spell themselves Cheereyep. So Cheeryep. So I call them Cheeryep. I have like 5 or 6 of their regular palettes now. I discovered Girl Code because of that. I discovered Joycey, Exile Joy. By the way, what I'm wearing today is Exile Joy. Shi Zhuang. Can I rave and moan more about the palette? I don't think so. Next upcoming palettes are from the same brand, but different franchise collabs that they did. First one is the ColourPop X Hogwarts palette. I don't care if you say, oh my god, you shouldn't support that. I support whatever the fuck I want, and this is my childhood. So what I support is my childhood memories for a story that I grew up with. The first Harry Potter book came out in Germany when I was, I think, either the end of the 1st grade or somewhat in the 2nd grade. But I remember I was already able to read it. Could be end of 1st grade or so. I love this palette. One of the few where I keep the packaging for because it is so pretty. The whole design, it is made like a book. The color story here inside that just represents every single house that has so many references for the first movie is just unmatched, so lovely. And this is definitely a palette I will not declutter because for me, this is a collector's item. Same applies to me to the Twilight palette from ColourPop. I was, when this first launched in February, so mad. Or was it February or January? No, in the beginning of February, I think. But I was so mad because I missed the launch by 3 minutes or so and it was sold out. ColourPop didn't protect the site from like bot purchases, and in like half an hour the whole collection went up on any other resale website for like $300 and $400, and that's just unfair. But the theming, the color story, the colors, the vibe. This palette is the first Twilight movie in a makeup item. And everybody who's trying to tell me, oh my god, that's not Twilight, fuck you and shut the fuck up, Tiffany, because, I'm sorry, Tiffany, this is the first Twilight movie. I am not getting tired of constantly reminding people that this is a Twilight first movie palette. This is not a Twilight serious palette. First movie will forever have a special place in my heart. And am I crying? What's going on here with the feelings? This is comfort, the same comfort level as Harry Potter. So you have to take that palette out of my dead hands if you want to have this. A very special place in my heart has the brand Clionadh. I have at this point one 54 pan palette completely full and a 16 pan palette completely full. The level of excitement that I have for these multichromes is unmatched, and I forever will say, if there will not be another competitor at the market, but I don't think there will ever be, that these are the best multichromes you can buy. I have currently a series going on where I will show you in each video 3 looks surrounding each one of the shades. I don't know. I think when you see this video, the first one isn't up. I think it will be up next week, but I'm not 100% sure. I love these. I think they have great quality. They are definitely worth the price point. And honestly, depending on the formulation, these retail for between 8 to I think 18 or 17 euro. And to be honest, I don't think that this is a lot of money. For a single eyeshadow, Lethe Cosmetics is in the same price range and nobody bats an eye. I think it is not a big secret when I tell you that I was never a neutral eyeshadow girl. But I was a forced neutral eyeshadow girl because I never really, I was never really bold enough to express myself. And then there was, you know, slowly I was adding the Clionadh shade, I was adding the glitters, I was adding other colorful palettes. But there was one palette that actually also came out this year that all of a sudden changed everything inside me, because I then just, when I did the looks with this palette, I just realized, you know what? I don't want to hide. I want to express myself and I want to show shit like this on my face. I want to show the gothic me. I entered my gothic era, and that is because of the Natasha Denona Xenon palette. Yes, believe it or not, a mainstream palette. Oh, am I? Xenon is top notch. Xenon is the reason there was an emotional change inside me. Something was healed in my youth me, and something was just activated inside me and was like, you know what, screw this. If you want to live out your full-on gothic lifestyle, do it. If you want to wear that dark smoky eye every single day paired with a black lip, fucking do it. Well, on the black lip I'm still working. I haven't dared to wear it outside. But my husband has seen me like this and he was like, you look fab in this lipstick. The second to last item in this list is the MAC Studio Fix foundation. This is not the OG foundation that I tried 13 years ago. This is the this is the reformulated one. But I have to admit, I haven't seen any difference. I think they're both good. They're like the same, but this now just has a pump included. But MAC Studio Fix is the foundation that I discovered with 20 years. And for the very first time in my life when I was 20, I got shade matched. I was at a MAC counter, I sat down, I was like, hey, I'm looking for a good foundation, but you look at me, I'm just a pale shit, so please match me. Back then, they matched me to an NC15, and that was like the perfect match. These days, I'm more so an NC10, because I just really do not go outside anymore. When I was younger, I did. Now I'm older, I like to stay inside. So my skin is an NC10, and Studio Fix foundation was that foundation. Not back then only, still to this day. It's a staple, it's something I always have in my collection, no matter how many foundations I have. Studio Fix will be that base thing that I will forever have. And last but not least, and this is a slight bit biased by the fact that I am a fan, like hardcore lover, of the artist behind that brand. And I want to mention, okay, everything from that brand that I tried is just insane. I love it, I collect it, I will definitely snag something from every collection that they bring out. But this particular palette not only tickled something here inside me, it tickled something inside everybody, and people who were not able to get this palette started a while ago to comment on my old videos about this palette. Hey, can I buy this? I will pay you whatever you want. And I think you already got it. I am talking about the Isamaya Beauty Industrial 2 palette. And I get you. This palette is a masterpiece. But is it worth spending so much money on it? No, it isn't. If you offer me 500 euro for this palette, sorry, I have to question your sanity. It's not okay. It's not healthy what you do. Please stop. But this palette is a true masterpiece. I very recently used that in a video, and when I used it, I loved that look. This is so pretty. This is so special. And honestly, I love Clionadh. Clionadh, not Clionadh. I'm sorry. I love my Adept. I love my Asian beauty brands. I love my, I don't know, like my singles that are just insanely pigmented and chromy and multi and loud and reflective and shiny and boom. But nothing, absolutely nothing is like this. I don't know what crack is inside here, but nothing is like this. I haven't found, first of all, it is a bit hard to find good color dupes. For some of the shades in here, I'm pretty sure I have color dupes, yes. But then it's also a question of formulation and how do they feel. Because some of these, they do feel like a putty cream, but they aren't, they're powders. Some of these look like they're like flaky chrome flakes. They aren't, they go on smooth. This is just a special palette. This is a beautiful palette, and I said what I said, and I still stand by this. While I'm kind of hoping that Isamaya brings back Industrial 2, I also think that she shouldn't, because her brand is doing capsule collections. That was her vision from the beginning. Like in the fashion industry, they're capsule collections, and once it's gone, it's gone. So be sure, for every new collection of Isamaya Beauty, I will for sure grab the eyeshadow palette if there's one included. And that's it. Let me please know, is there a specific makeup item that has this special place in your heart? Let me please know what this is for you. And if you do not have this, but you still want to comment because of the industry, comment Isamaya, because I adore her. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.